Coach, my name's IDK. You may be me on TikTok as eyedeevocals, also known as the best singer you have ever seen. And then this is.
Hello, I am Pazuzu. I am the creator of the one-man black metal project Blackwinter Moon.
That's interesting as a balls out of me. So, what's the main inspiration for Blackwinter Moon?
So the name Blackwinter Moon was not particularly inspired by any one thing. It was more a random culmination of black metal-ish words that sort of came to mind while I was brainstorming. The name has gone through many iterations. It initially began as Quetzalcoatl, but we never released any music under that name. It then evolved to Vampire Funeral, which stuck for a while, which is what we released the first EP under, until we finally stuck with, well, I finally stuck with Blackwinter Moon later on.
Number two, what musically inspires you? Not like name or just like music, you know what I mean?
What musically inspires me? I would say mostly my biggest inspiration musically would probably be many raw black metal bands such as Bursum, Dark Throne, things like that. But also I'm very inspired by a lot of NSBM bands such as Satanic Warmaster and Gehenna.
Well, speaking of Satanic Warmaster and Gehenna, what's politically, like, are you like left wing, left wing, right wing, like what are you?
I would say my political ideology is quite complicated. I don't think you can really place my personal ideologies onto a spectrum. I would say my personal belief is that I don't think that any human being deserves the right to hate on another human being. And my main reason for this is I believe that humanity as a whole is evil. I think that really humanity has nothing to be proud of ourselves for other than being just, at the end of the day, an extremely conscious parasite upon the planet. I think that we really should not have evolved past the Stone Age, and therefore I believe that saying that you can, believing you can call yourself superior in any way, or believing that any other human is inferior to you is stupid. So I would say, probably in terms of social attitudes towards minorities, I would say I'm quite left-wing.
Right, interesting. So, the third question is, are you more capitalist or communist?
I would say I believe mostly that economies in general are a very bad thing, but I believe that in a world with an instated economy, I believe that the ideal institutions would be communist and not capitalist.
Right, okay. How old are you at Blackwinter Moon?
I am 16.
16, so age of consent?
In the UK at least.
Right, okay, then. Do you send?
No, I do not send.
Right, what would you say your favourite animal is, if, you know what I mean?
My favourite animal
like,
is...
What animal, would you say Blackwinter Moon is?
What animal would I say Blackwinter Moon is? I would say probably an ibex.
Fair enough. In the UK, what party would you say is the best and worst?
I would say the worst is... I think I would have to go with Restore, because in reality they claim to have all these great ideas to save the UK when in reality they're all just really fucking racist. And they don't really have any plans to help the country. And while I wouldn't say I like any parties in the UK, I would say the one that aligns with the most of my beliefs would probably be the Green Party.
Right. What do you say, in your opinion, is the best black metal band?
The best black metal band in my opinion. So not just my favourite, the best.
Aye.
That is a great question. I think it... I would have to probably say Dark Throne. I think they especially in their Unholy Trinity albums, so Transylvanian Hunger, Blaze in the Northern Sky, I would say they have done the best historically in perfectly encapsulating what black metal is supposed to be.
Very good answer, I like that answer. So, what religion would you say you're?
I would say, in my younger years, especially the younger years of the band, I would call myself more of a Satanist. However, as I grew older and developed the opinions that I have been stated earlier in this interview, I would say I now identify as more of an atheist, mainly because I believe that submitting or, subscribing to any religion implies submitting to a god, which I would consider weakness.
Very interesting. So, what do you think of Tom Pearl?
What do I think of Tom Pearl? I'm not going to lie. As much as I despise the things that he did, in retrospect to eating his own excrement, at least, as much as I find that disgusting, I can't help but have respect for the dedication. Although I wouldn't say I have any respect for him having sex with children. So.
Maybe I shot him.
Right, that's a really good answer. What's your plans moving forward with your project?
My plans moving on, I would like to first of all, I would like to get better equipment than what I have now, but not for a better audio quality, more for a better playing of the music. I would say that I would like my my sound quality to actually get worse. I think right now, especially with the album that's currently in production, the sound quality is just too high, and I would like it to be lower.
Good answer. So, if you could, would you get other people to play?
I think for playing live, yes, but I would prefer to keep at least Blackwinter Moon just being me, because I think on average I work much better on my own than I do with a team. But playing live shows, I wouldn't mind having other players so we can perform live. I think that would be cool.
Nice. Good answer. Where would you say Blackwinter Moon is from?
Blackwinter Moon is situated in Nottinghamshire, England.
Very fair enough. What, in your opinion, what do you think about NSBM?
I think, as much as I don't subscribe to the ideologies that are propagated by NSBM bands, I will say that out of the few NSBM bands I have listened to, their riffs are really good, and I will continue listening to them regardless of whether or not I subscribe to their beliefs or not.
What is the best NSBM band, just in your opinion?
Out of the few NSBM bands I would listen to, I would have to say that my favourite is Satanic Warmaster.
Do you own any NSBM things?
I've not been able to get my hands on any, no.
Fair enough. Have you met Charlie Kirk?
Unfortunately, as much as I wish I could say that I could, I have not met Charlie Kirk in person.
Hello, Ray. Would you like
Fair
to
enough.
taste my vodka?
Have you got any song ideas right now? Or
Well, I'm currently working on the album that is in production right now, which I have been advertising for a little while. I still have quite a few songs unfinished on that. I also have a few singles that are coming out, and that will include the one that we are going to work on together. And of course, we are also working on projects with Leper as well, which will be happening sooner or later, which I am quite excited for myself.
Who is Leper?
Leper is a band created by myself, Terrorized Wizards, and a few other individuals from the black metal scene. It is a black metal plus synth project inspired by artists such as Grass and Kite.
Have we got any songs in the making by Leper?
I am working on a bonus synth track currently, and I believe that Terrorized Wizards is working on a few riffs for the main album.
Right. So, have you ever heard of a song called Scatgirl 67?
I, in fact, have been acquainted with Scatgirl 67. They have been in several of my Twitch chats.
opinions on Scargirl 67?
As I said before, as much as I am disgusted by Scat, I think she is fucking really funny. So I do have some semblance of respect.
Let's see. Do you make any money off Blackwinter Moon?
I do not, and frankly, it has never been my main interest to financially, be financially supported from Blackwinter Moon. It's more of a passion project.
How long, on average, would you say it would take to make a song?
Well, it really depends on my motivation. I've had some songs that I've banged out in a day, and others will take several months. But on average, I would say probably around a month.
Okay, fair enough. What if Blackwinter Moon's favourite genre of metal apart from black?
Apart from black metal, I would definitely have to say my favourite genre is doom metal, and that is including sludge and stoner metal.
I see. Good ideas. Good, and some good genres as well. So, do you go to any gigs or anything?
I do not go to gigs because I do not spend much time outside,
Because you're a gooner?
if you say so.
No Blackwinter Moon's a gooner.
No, I'm not. I just don't like going outside.
Yeah, fair enough. Is there any, like, movies or games that inspire you?
Funny you should mention, the first EP that was released was heavily inspired by The Ring. I've also drawn a little bit of inspiration, especially from my other side projects other than Blackwinter Moon, such as my Tentacle project, have some inspirations from games such as Heretic and Skyrim.
Right, and onto the so if you could play live shows, I mean, I don't know if you will or if you won't, but if you could, how often would you?
I wouldn't want to do them too often, out of fear that I will just get burnt out, but I don't want to do them too sparsely because I want to, it is something I'll obviously have to get used to. So I would say probably around, like, maybe once a year. Ideal.
Would you play at any festivals, such as Wacken or Woodstock?
I would consider it. I think, obviously, with festivals you're going to have a lot more people, and therefore it's a good opportunity to expand. Although the only problem is with festivals is that you're going to have a wide range of genres, and there are inevitably going to be metalheads that I don't want in my fan base seeing my music, which is not something I subscribe to personally.
Have you got any shirts made, like any CDs, or is that just like...
I am afraid not yet.
You're planning on it?
I would like to, eventually.
Well, I reckon that's it for the Blackwinter Goon interview.
Very well. It's been a fun experience. And, no, I will not send.
Fuck's sake, right. I guess that's the end.
Alright. It's been a pleasure having this interview.
Right, it's been in. Oh, send?
No.